My name is Deepak Maurya, and I am working as a product owner at Emerson, Electric India Private Limited, and I have 9 years of overall experience in the IT industry, 5 years working as a product owner cum manager. So I have recently joined Emerson, and prior to this, I was working with Nagaro and Net Solutions, worked with different clients. My roles and responsibilities, if I talk about, they include collaborating with the cross-functional teams, prioritizing the product backlog, and monitoring or leading the end-to-end life cycle of the product. So I was initially working as a product specialist in Honeywell, and then I got the opportunity to work with Nagaro as associate technology, which was a direct switch from support to tech background. And I started learning new technologies in parallel while I was on job working as associate technology. So now after a couple of months, once I was aware with the product, once the training was entirely over, I had some time to get my hands on. In parallel, I was upskilling myself, and then I got the opportunity to switch myself into the beta team, work with the beta team, knowing in and out how products are being launched, how are we planning things, what are the how we are writing the test cases, and how we are focusing on the quality of the product. So knowing the entire in and out, participating, collaborating with the stakeholders came from there. And once I was in beta team for working as a beta tester for 10 months, and then I got the opportunity to work as a product owner in the hospitality industry. After 4 years, I thought of exploring more domains. During COVID, hospitality industry took a hit. So while exploring other domains, I worked as a product owner for e-commerce domain for some brands as well. And then in parallel, I was pursuing my executive program in product management from Accredian. I am really grateful for, I had some mentors from some reputed institute. So Professor Ratan KK, Professor Rajiv Roy, and Vineet Thakur, these guys really helped me to get my hands on various tools, sharing insight about the strategy, road mapping, and how to build a product itself. And I got some hands-on writing, some case studies. There was a lot going on through while I was in pursuing the program itself from XLI. So that program itself mentored me, and I have really learned a lot from there. And then I started looking out for opportunities once I had experience in the e-commerce industry and in the brand management, along with one hospitality and access control experience. I started looking out for opportunities. So yeah, that has been my journey so far. Yeah, so for the product, let's consider an example. While I was pursuing my program in executive program in product management from Accredian, I came across the sessions, product road mapping, how to build the product, what is the short-term vision, what is the long-term vision, and how we are going to plan it into increments, considering that it aligns with our vision, with the company vision. So I got exposure to case studies, to several tools such as Power BI, such as Miro, such as Figma, and that hands-on over the tool itself gave me the confidence to answer or to face the interviews more confidently. Yes. So standardize. I mean, whatever. While I was pursuing the program from product management program from Accelerate, I was getting hands-on over tools such as Power BI, such as Figma, such as Miro, such as there were other product road mapping and product design tool. Let's say Figma. So I was getting to know how to build exact wireframes, how to review it, how to build a product, how to exactly build the customer journeys, right? So it helped me boost my confidence. And if I talk about Power BI, I learned how to do data visualization, which is important, how to take data-driven decisions using data which we already have, right? So Power BI in itself is a tool, and I was in touch with Professor Vineet Thakur to have my hands on, and if there is anything which comes up and I'm not able to understand, or if there's something new in the market related to Power BI, I used to get some insights on that as well. So that helped me boost my confidence, and it helped me to, I was continuously giving out the interviews, and that helped me to present myself with confidence over the interviews. So initially, when I started giving out the interviews, there were two positive points. I had a strong resume, and a cover letter, and I had a good knowledge about the product management into various domains. So hospitality, access control, e-commerce, and some ERP. In parallel, I was considering that I should have knowledge about other domains as well, along with having a knowledge, knowing the basics of how things work in the product, knowing the NFRs, knowing how requirements are elicited. Now, during the interview process, so it was like 1.5 month when I started looking out for opportunities. It was like 1.5 month process, continuously applying for new jobs related to product owner and product manager roles. So the questions that were being asked was like, what does your day look like? How do you plan a product roadmap? What are the frameworks that you use? And have you ever used Power BI? And in my resume, there were some keywords that I specifically mentioned, such as data-driven decisions. So that differentiated me. There was one more question from one of the interviews while I was being interviewed at Tech Mahindra. What differentiates you from the other product owners or managers out there? So answering these questions, and let's say if you are in an interview, it is possible that some of the interviewers might ask you about the product journey, how your journey has been so far. So, or what does your day looks like? So definitely it's not same every day, and the journey is also not same every day on most of the product launches, or while you're planning something. You being a product owner or product manager, we are highly occupied at that point of time, especially in the launches. So yes, and what differentiates me from the other product owner, it was like I strive consistently and collaborate with the cross-functional team to deliver the product on time. So being a differentiator, let's say, if there is a way of working, I prefer standardizing the process with agility, and if automation is required, I prefer adding it to the process itself so that it gets things done. It's simply just reducing the waste while planning, while you're into the product management entirely. So continuous improvement and continuous. Once you are into the continuous improvement cycle, once you are capturing the feedback from the users, once you are planning the strategy, talking to the leadership, you'll have to add your views, your thoughts, and that will definitely. It could be a vague one, it could be a very nice one, but it's always good to propose what you think, to share your thoughts, what you think about what will happen if we are planning this product and place it in this amount of space in this market. So product placement and all those things were involved. Yeah. Yes. So initially, I was working as a product owner in hospitality industry, and while I was trying to switch from hospitality to some other domain, that I really had some very rare experience in those. So apart from hospitality and access control, when I joined Accredian after joining Net Solutions, while I was working on one of the project related to brand management and e-commerce and an online dating website as well. So there were three things going in parallel, and I definitely needed some guidance on how to plan those roadmaps related to different domains. What will be if I need to take some data-driven decisions, let's say, or do some analysis over some period of time, considering the nature of the project, and I decided to take some guidance, and I chose Accredian because of the mentors and because of the alumni circle that they have over the, I can say it over the I saw their website, and it was really good, and I went through the entire reviews, and then I decided to pursue this product management program from Accredian, and it was really fruitful. So I started getting insights from very basics, like what exactly is the product management. So it started from very basic, and then it was like product road mapping, product strategy, and then product design. And once that part was over, it was like digital marketing, and then product mix, wherein I got hands-on over Power BI in product design. How exactly do we need to design a product? Talking about user experience, learning good things like while we are building a product, while we are solving a problem, we are doing it for the customers, right? So what product and how is something which I learned, like what are the things that we need to build, how should we build that it will leave a positive impact on, or a positive user experience to the users that are using it. So yeah, pretty much more insights from I have received a ton of knowledge, a ton of positive tools and hands-on from Accelerate while I was pursuing product management program from Accelerate, executive program and product management from Accelerate. So yeah, first step would be to learn consistently. So let's say no matter whether you're a developer, whether you are a tester, whether you are into some support industry, if you're learning something consistently, and if you have a vision, definitely you can plan your actions accordingly. Second thing, keep your resume very short, crisp, and standard. Third thing is, when you are giving out the interviews, let's say we are giving out interviews and for the product manager role. So know the in and out of the product, know how the processes, standard processes works, like how would you plan a roadmap, how would you break feature into user stories, techniques that we are using. So while you're applying for jobs, while you're giving out the interviews, just update your resume based on the keywords. Consistently keep an eye for keywords, the key skills that these different industries are mentioning. So at one point of time, you might find some common keywords that are into different job roles, and it's like a continuous technique that you use while applying for jobs. If you're into the tech domain, let's say applying for DevOps, so search for the keywords related to DevOps, and after, let's say, you have been through hundreds of, or let's say 20 or 30 opportunities, look for their key skills, and once you have captured their key skills, learn on that, polish your skills on that, and then start giving out the interviews in parallel, so that you will have more insights on what is required for this job role, what are the key skills, and what questions are being asked out in the market. So while I was looking out for opportunities, there have been some positive conversations and conversions as well. So I was expecting at least 40% of hike initially. Now I got opportunity from two organizations. TechM was also there, and there was one more organization. So while from TechM I already had 40%, and since I already had the offer, I decided to join. But just a couple of days before joining, I got the opportunity and I got a chance to negotiate over the offer. So it was like I was applying, and while looking out at both the offers, I thought that since I already have an offer, and I also highlighted my skills, my certifications. I had advanced certified Scrum product owner certification in parallel with the executive program with product management. So I had these two certificates, and I said that I have been into the industry for like 9 years now, and 6 years is more of like a product owner role itself. So considering my skill sets, considering my certifications, I would expect a bigger hike over this one. So yeah, so with this it went through, and I was able to grab that offer of 50 with the 50% hike.